Today, I would like you to imagine a forest that swapped live trees for burnt ashes and stumps. Now, if you're imagining an area the size of a cut block, I need you to think bigger. Imagine instead that you're staring at an ocean of burnt ashes and stumps that span far off into the horizon. Now, when you look at this landscape, can you see off in these rolling hills areas where trees are failing to grow? Or as the slide suggests, a phoenix is flailing, failing to rise from these ashes? Can you see pine trees suffocated out by aspen trees, or saplings withering in our hotter climate? When the task at hand is finding where these trees are failing to thrive, traditional methods force you to traipse far off into the distance, clambering over hundreds, if not thousands, of dead, burned logs. And when these areas cover expanses larger than Prince Edward Island, it can feel like finding these trees is like finding a needle in a haystack. And the problem becomes that once you get there, it might be too late for these trees or these phoenixes to grow. The need for new methods to monitor these forests now regenerating from wildfire is apparent. Large, intense wildfire events are increasing globally, and BC is no exception. Measures made remotely offer one way to increase our efficiency and keep us safe while monitoring these burned landscapes. One of the most well-known ways to monitor landscapes remotely uses Landsat satellites, which have been in orbit for over 50 years and offer a legendary data set to measure what we see on the landscape in color using spectra. Now, previously, connecting these colors or these spectra that we see on the landscape to actual structural measurements was quite difficult. Landsat measures a 25 by 25 meter pixel, and to connect these to forest structure, we need continuous measurements over large land areas. Creating those in these burned environments is nearly impossible. But new technology, namely remotely piloted aircraft, can capture continuous structural measurements over large land areas, flying over this gap. In my research, I create these continuous structural measurements from remotely piloted aircraft and then relate these to Landsat measured spectra or colors. And when I align these two measurements, you can clearly see on our landscape and on this slide where trees are growing and where trees are failing to regrow. So I can look out at this vast expanse and I can know without ever having to visit or get to where trees or phoenix are failing to thrive.